Hello everybody, I am Sanaa Sharif, a biology teacher for cycles 3 and 4. Today I will explain a lesson for grade 12 SE from Bio Guidebook. It is about obesity, document 3 of chapter 2 nutritional diseases. The objectives of this document are to define obesity, to know how to calculate the ideal weight of an individual and the body mass index, which is also called BMI, to explain the origin of the excess weight of an obese person, to list the risk factors and the consequences of obesity, and finally to clarify how obesity can be prevented. First of all, let's define obesity as a symptom of rich countries. Since rich countries' feeding habits and social habits depends on fast food, meals that are rich in sugar and fat. When the food intake or the quantity of food taken by an organism is greater than his needs, the mass of this individual will increase, which may lead to obesity. But any increase in the body weight by 20% only leads over the ideal weight leads to obesity. There's an exception here to the rule. The increase in the body weight over the ideal weight by 20% in athletes is not considered as obesity, since this extra weight is the weight of the muscles. Obesity is the accumulation of fats in adipose tissue of the body. Here are the formulas how to calculate your ideal weight and your BMI or body mass index to know if you are obese or not. The ideal weight of an adult equal height minus 100 minus the division of the height minus 150 over 4 in males or 2 in females. The height here is measured in centimeter. The body mass index or BMI, which measures the degree of obesity, equals the weight in kilogram divided by the height square in meter. Note, if the body mass index is less than 18, you are very thin. If it is between 18 and 20, you are thin. If it is between 20 and 25, you are normal. If it is between 25 and 29, moderate. If the BMI is greater than 29, then you are obese. Let's take an example here. We will calculate the ideal weight and the BMI of a male person whose weight and height are 90 kilogram and 175 centimeters respectively. The ideal weight here is 175 minus 100 minus his height, which is 175, minus 150 divided by 4, which is equal to 75 minus 25 over 4. The answer is 68.75 kilograms. Now, any excess by 20% over this ideal weight, which is 68.75, will lead to obesity. That what is the 20% here? 68.75 times 20% is equal to 13.75 kilograms. If we add this 13.75 kilograms to the ideal weight, which is 68.75, we will get 82.5 kilograms. If the weight of this individual, whose height is 175 centimeters, is 82.5 kilograms and above, so he is obese. Let's go back to his real weight. The real weight of this individual, as the given shows, is 90 kilograms. So we can conclude that this person is obese, since 90 kilograms is much higher than 82.5 kilograms. Let's calculate now the BMI, which is 90, his weight, divided by, pay attention here to the units, divided by 1.75 square. The unit used here for the height is meter, pay attention to it, and not centimeters. So the BMI is 90 divided by 1.75 square. The answer is 29.38. And if we go back to the rule in the previous slide, we will notice that 29.38 is bigger than 29, which proves that this person is for sure obese. What is the origin of the excess weight? As we all know, the level of glucose in blood should be always constant between 0.8 gram per liter and 1.2 grams per liter. The liver and skeletal muscles play a big role in maintaining a normal level of glucose in blood. Once the level of glucose increases after a meal, the liver and skeletal muscle will store this excess glucose inside them as glycogen. But in case we eat high amounts of glucose, the liver and muscles will become full of glycogen. What happens in this case? The extra glucose will be transformed into lipids or fats inside the adipose tissue. More fat we have without exercising and physical activity will lead to an increase in our body mass. There are many risk factors that may lead to obesity, such as eating meals that are rich in fats and sugar, pregnancy, medications, some medicines, sedentary life or lack of physical activity or exercising, psychological factors such as eating too much to fight anxiety, family history or genetics also play an important role in favoring obesity. We should all know that obesity is not a disease. Obesity is a risk factor that may lead to other important and dangerous diseases such as cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular accidents, etc. Finally, how can we prevent obesity? But let's keep in mind that the prevention of obesity has to be followed in the early stages of life in order to achieve better results. The first way is by following a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Second, eating small portions of fatty food. Third, avoid sedentary life, make sports and physical exercise. Fourth, let's promote breastfeeding in pregnant women. Let's decrease the time of sitting in front of TV, PlayStations, mobiles, etc. 6. Rethink your drink and keep away from drinking soft drinks which are rich in sugar. Thanks for watching this video.